I'm Alec Batten. I'm a summer staff at Youth Dynamics. I started Youth Dynamics 2019, started attending some of their small climbing events and that sort of thing. My family and I had done some rafting before that with Youth Dynamics, but the summer of 2019 was really the start of it for me. So I was looking for a high school internship, and Youth Dynamics has something called the LLT, or Life and Leadership Training. It's a 6-week internship that takes high schoolers out rock climbing and rafting and training them in leadership skills and life skills. Previously, that whole school year had been one of the most challenging school years of my life. Struggling a lot with mental health and anxiety and not really sure where my place in the world was. I entered that summer being pretty anxious, like I'm entering a new space as a high schooler. This is my first time really kind of living on my own. I was part of the summer staff house, so I was living with people, but it's totally different than living with my parents. So not sure how I'd fit in there, going on big adventures. I think the biggest thing God showed me that summer was His gentleness. Whether that was my relationships with the summer staff and learning to be part of a team in the love and care that they showed me, or some mentorship in the middle of grappling with who I was as a person and where my place was in the world. That summer was really impactful for me. That summer helped me grow into being more steady in who I am as a person, knowing kind of where God had me in the world and gave me some faith to move forward. And as I mentioned earlier, really learning that God is gentle with us. He's so powerful as seen by the nature all around us. And yet also, He cares deeply for the little details in my life.
Hi, I'm Elena Henry. I am a second-year volunteer with Youth Dynamics Idaho. So I started out as a student, I think around my sophomore year of high school. My friends started taking me on like 6B raft days, and I started really getting into it. And then my senior year of high school, I did an internship. I think when I came into Youth Dynamics, it was when I was just starting to take my faith seriously, just in my personal life. So something that was definitely very more new to me. And I think with Youth Dynamics, they've encouraged me to really step into owning it and believing it and showing me that it's more of like a lifestyle. I think that just stepping into that has really helped me grow my faith, because it's really encouraged me to know what I believe and to be able to share it with other people instead of just being like, oh yeah, I believe in these things. It's really helped me to process what I believe and sort of step into being able to share that with others. They really have taught me to just keep going with the flow and be able to just roll with the punches, and taught me that even when something goes wrong, I can just kind of pick myself up and try to work through it and figure out what the next step is. And I think that's a really positive skill for just life in general, to be able to step into whatever's going on and not really freak out about it, just be like, all right, this isn't amazing, but I can step into that and learn from it and move on.
My name is Rachel Weiss, and I am the Assistant Staffing Manager for Adventures Idaho here with Youth Dynamics. I've worked in a lot of different settings with young people. I've done lots of different kinds of youth ministry, and rarely do I feel like I've encountered the Lord in the way that we get to by taking kids out into these just amazing, like super beautiful spaces. Just seeing what conversations come out of that, it feels like the most natural, fluid, sustainable thing in a world where, honestly, I think old forms of youth ministry are not working in the ways that they used to, right? I feel like the Lord is doing something here, and I'm more and more convinced that it's less about what I say or like my perfectly prepared talk or devotional, but it's really just about inviting people like, hey, come away from the pressures of everyday life, from your technology, from your community, from your everyday rhythms, and just be, and inviting them into these spaces where they have just the time and the stillness to ask big questions of themselves, of the world, and ultimately of the Lord. And man, God just shows up in these really powerful ways when people have time and they have space. And I think the wilderness does that in ways that I just don't know how to replicate anywhere else.